Well, as Texas picks up the pieces in the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey, which is still ongoing, our military has stepped up to the plate, rescuing over 6,000 people and providing some much-needed relief.
Commanding General and Chief of Engineers for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Lieutenant General Todd Semonite, just returned from relief ground efforts there in Texas, and he joins us now with the very latest. Nice to see you this morning, General. Welcome.
Glad to be here.
All right, so let's talk about where things stand right now.
So I got in about 6 hours ago from Houston. The first thing I want to say is as soon as I landed in Houston, I went down to one of the neighborhoods, and I saw the devastation down there. And I was absolutely amazed by the commitment of what the Texans are doing to take care of themselves and continue to take care of each other. We've seen it on TV every single day. But when you talk to the local people down there, it really resonates. But Texas has all done a great job. So right now there's a lot of requirements out there. We can talk about any one of them, but the main thing is the Department of Defense is continuing to step up to be able to handle those. And I think the main thing is that if Texas needs more help, we're ready to be able to push more help in.
General, all week we've been talking about the levees. Will they hold? Are they going to release more water? Are they going to go over the top? You are literally in charge of those levees and making calls about what is to be done. Any surprises yet to come there? Any things people should be aware of?
No. I saw your 6 o'clock segment this morning. Bottom line is these are like great big empty bathtubs. And we've got our guys on the valve every single day. We're watching all the people that are above the reservoirs that are still in flooded houses. We're watching the people below the reservoirs that are in flooded houses. So this is a very, very delicate balance. How do we continue to be able to keep the water in the reservoirs to be able to make sure that we aren't infecting the people downstream? But we got to continue to drain the reservoirs.
So this is a big issue, and one that I think has been coming to light about Houston's preparedness for this. We know that in Florida they have these storm doors, so to speak, the protections, the way that those low-lying areas won't get flooded as badly because they've put some of this infrastructure. Houston doesn't really have that infrastructure, and so they're dealing with this. What do we need to put in place going forward so that this doesn't happen again?
So these were designed over 70 years ago. And so this is the question we never envisioned, I don't think, as a country, all of the growth that we would have in the country. And I think what we've got to continue to do is look at how we can adaptively manage some of these cities that we have. We've got to continue to look forward into the future. We can't just react to what happened today. We've got to continue to be able to predict what the future is going to be. I think the other main thing I want to talk about is not only what we're doing in the Army Corps of Engineers, what the whole Army is doing. We've got over 16,000 people down there supporting DOD. And I think the main thing is trucks and equipment are going to come and go, but if there was a message I'd want to send your viewers tonight, it's the absolute commitment of DOD. We have a meeting at 5 o'clock in the Pentagon. I was in there 5 days this week. There's 5 4-star generals in there. There's 13 3-stars. And every single day, our chief of staff of our Army is asking, what can we do to continue to anticipate the future problem? How can our soldiers continue to be able to help the state of Texas and be able to react? And we're doing the same thing along with the rest of the Marines and the Navy, the Air Force, to be able to work side by side, to be able to, when President Trump needs us to be able to go in, we need to be ready to be able to go to predict what the Army's got to do to take care of it.
A room with 5 4-star generals. That's scary for them.
And they're committed. And I'll tell you the other thing, Pete, is not only do we have 185,000 soldiers all around the world, we're trying to figure out how to deal with the problem in North Korea. We're trying to deal with Iraq and Afghanistan, and we're worried about what's going to happen in Russia. But the commitment of our leadership right now in the Army, as well as in DOD, is to take care of the people of Texas. And we've got the depth and the capacity to be able to do that.
You have fired me up. No, amen. God bless the fact that we have men like you and others at the ready, not just to deal with the threats overseas, as you said, but to come back home and make sure that the good people of Texas are taken care of. God bless you.
Thank goodness you're in charge. Lieutenant General Todd Semonite, we appreciate you joining us this morning, taking some time out, and we'll let you get back to the job at hand.
We're glad to be here.
Thank you.